Next on the Gospel Bill Show.
I know it's Jesus that makes you happy. I'm just so tired of my job. I need some adventure. I need some excitement. I need some chill. I need some spills. I need the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. Oh, I just wish I could do something different.
Well, what on earth would you like to do?
I could be a lion tamer.
A lion tamer?
Nicodemus, you have a nice warm bed and a nice warm bunkhouse out the Flying Frog Ranch. What are you doing sleeping here?
Well, I don't have a nice bed out there anymore.
Don't tell me. Let me guess. You quit your job at the Flying Frog Ranch to join the circus.
It's the Gospel Bill Show, featuring Gospel Bill, his sidekick Nicodemus, Miss Lana, good old Elmer Barnes, and the entire Dry Gulch gang.
Well, looks like the sun wouldn't come up again. Reckon I better get up. Mr. Farnsworth will be in here any minute.
Well, good morning, Nicodemus. Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Farnsworth.
Listen, I was out riding in the buggy this morning up in the north pasture. I noticed there's a strand of barbed wire down on that fence, at least a quarter of a mile. Need you run into town and get a roll of wire, fix that fence. Stop off by the general store and make sure you pick up these supplies.
I'll take care of it, Mr. Farnsworth.
Now, when you get down to that fence, I need you to go down to the corral and bust old Silver. Charlie was riding him yesterday, and he threw Charlie into the fence, like to tore him up. I tell you, old Silver's so rough, you're the only cowboy out here who can bust him, Nicodemus, so you get on old Silver.
Yeah, I'll take care of that, Mr. Farnsworth.
Now, when you get down with old Silver, I want you to go down to the hayfield and make sure they bale that hay right. Son, I'll tell you, the last time they put that hay up, those were the softest, mushiest bales I ever laid eyes on. I want a neat, firm, solid hay bale. You understand?
Yes, sir, Mr. Farnsworth. I'll take care of it.
All right, and if you get all that done before dinner time, well, come see me and we'll think about something else.
Okay, I'll take care of it. Bale the hay, Nicodemus. Bust the bronc, Nicodemus. Go into town, Nicodemus. Well, it's not that I don't like to work. It's just the same old thing. Day after day after day. It just gets boring. Oh, well. Could you fill this here supply list out for me, Miss Lana?
Hi, Nicodemus. Isn't it a beautiful day?
Oh, yeah, beautiful day. Another beautiful, boring day.
Well, what's the matter with you?
Oh, it's just that every day's the same old boring thing. Go fix the fence, Nicodemus. Go bust the broncs in the corral, Nicodemus. Go pitch hay bales, Nicodemus. I'm so sick of my job on the ranch. I think I need to make me a career change.
Well, I think you need to be thankful, Nicodemus, and thank God for the blessings on your life.
Yeah, I know that, but don't you understand? I'm capable of doing so much more. Well, what if I was a rodeo star on the circuit? That'd be great, wouldn't it? Or how about a pirate, sailing the 7 seas? Boy, that'd be high adventure. I'd be a good type pirate, you know, not a bad pirate. Better yet, how about one of them actor-type fellers in New York? I can just see myself doing Shakespeare. I ate 2, Brute!
Hey, what?
I ate 2, you know, I must have been hungry, I don't know.
Nicodemus, happiness isn't just in where you are or what you're doing. Happiness is, though, doing the will of God.
Yeah. Hey, could you fill that list for me and I'll pick it up later. I need to go be by myself and think.
He needs to think, all right. He needs to be thanking God.
Miss Lana just don't understand. I know it's Jesus that makes you happy. I'm just so tired of my job. I need some adventure. I need some excitement. I need some chill. I need some spills. I need the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
What's wrong with your feet?
My feet? Oh, there's nothing wrong with my feet, Elmer. I just need some adventure in my life. I'm tired of my job.
I know just what you need, Nicodemus.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
You need to go to freight wagon driving school.
Freight wagon driving school?
Well, sure, haven't you seen the commercials? You can go in your spare time, and it's economically feasible. All you gotta do is telegraph the 1-800 toll-free number, and they'll send you a free full-color page brochure. No obligation.
Oh, Elmer, I don't want to go to freight wagon driving school. I need some excitement.
Speaking of excitement, did you hear the circus is coming to town? They got tickets at the bank.
Now, the circus. That's the kind of excitement I'm talking about, Elmer. Think of it, to be a bareback horse rider in the circus, or to be a lion tamer, or better yet, to be the man on the high-flying trapeze. I can see it now. Ladies and gentlemen, in the center ring, Nicodemus on the high-flying trapeze will do a triple-double spinner looper, landing on his feet without a net. Oh, Elmer, that'd be great. I gotta go get my tickets right now. You're a genius.
Well, okay.
Let's take a look at some cute little guys who live in the central regions of North America, prairie dogs. Prairie dogs live in large groups, numbering into the hundreds or even thousands of animals. They make their homes in the ground by digging tunnels called burrows. And whenever danger approaches, the prairie dog runs for cover and pops into his hole. Then he is very likely to play hide and seek with his visitors by sitting in the doorway of his burrow. Come on out of there, little fellow. I won't hurt you. Come out and play. I promise not to hurt you. Come on out. Don't trust me, huh? Well, suit yourself. I didn't want to talk to you anyway. Prairie dogs can stand upright on hind legs or scamper about on all fours. They eat grasses and leafy weeds, and each animal eats more than twice its own weight each month. 100 years ago, there were perhaps 5 billion prairie dogs living in North America. Wow! One prairie dog town was 250 miles long and 100 miles wide. Then, as civilization advanced and farmers began to view prairie dogs as pests, their numbers declined. Prairie dogs are not really dogs at all. In fact, they're members of the rodent family. But when explorers first encountered these small animals, they named them prairie dogs because of the yapping and barking sounds that they make. Prairie dog towns can be dangerous for horses and cattle. Because of the holes that appear everywhere, larger animals can easily break their legs. We must always be on guard for the traps that Satan sets for us. They're kind of like prairie dog holes. There are many things in this world that Satan uses to deceive people. Stay away from them. Things like crystal balls, horoscopes, seances, and people who claim to know your future. If you need to know what will happen in the future, God can speak to your heart. Learn a lesson from the prairie dog and watch your step.
Hey, Cornpone, I understand you got some tickets for the circus that's coming to town.
Oh, yes, sir, Nicodemus.
That's great.
As a matter of fact, I've got a whole new rule right here.
Yep.
How many do you want?
Well, let me see. I'll have, maybe I'll just take them all.
Well, what are you going to do with all those tickets?
Well, Cornpone, the circus is coming to town, and I don't want to miss one moment of what's happening. You see, one of these days, I'm going to be a big circus star.
Oh, well, how are you going to pay for them?
Just put it on my account.
Well, I can't put it on your account, on account of you don't have very much money in your account.
Put it on your account.
Huh?
I'm just kidding. I got some money in my account. I'll see you later.
Well, goodbye, Nicodemus.
Well, I'm going to be at that circus every night. I'm not going to miss a single performance. But what am I going to be? Yeah. A lion tamer. That'd be great. No. A human cannonball. Over the people. Land on my feet. Ta-da! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. The autograph line forms right to the right here, please. No pushing or shoving. There's plenty for everybody. I don't know. A trapeze artist would be great, too. What am am I gonna be? I know. I'll go tell Gospel Bill about my new career. He's always got great ideas. GB, I think I'm on to something that's gonna add a little spice in my life.
Well, now, let me see. You said spice, and you've got those tickets? Let me guess. You're gonna have a big chili supper, and you're gonna sell tickets.
No, I'm gonna join the circus.
Nicodemus, you gotta be kidding.
No, I'm gonna join the circus.
Now, that happens every time the circus comes to town. The little boys all get excited, but Nicodemus, you're a grown man.
Well, that don't make no never mind. I need excitement just like anybody else.
Okay, what is it about your job that's so boring?
Boring? Gospel Bill, it's the same old humdrum existence day after day. If you punch one cow, you punched them all. I need some adventure.
Well, Nicodemus, if you're tired of what you're doing, why don't you just take a vacation for a while? You get the zeal back for your job.
Vacation won't satisfy the yearning that's in my heart. I need some excitement. I want to be a human cannonballer, or maybe a trapeze artist, or maybe even a lion tamer.
Now, Nicodemus, listen, that may sound really exciting, but before you go running off and doing something like that, I hope you really pray about this.
Oh, yeah, Gospel Bill, I'll pray about it, but I already got my mind made up. I know what I'm going to do.
Surely he's got to be kidding.
Damn, Roger! Back timber! Yeah, I could be a great lion tamer.
Well, Nicodemus, there you are, boy. I just want to thank you for all the hard work you did in fixing that fence. It's as good as new. And then old Silver rides as smooth as an old mare. You did a good job, Nicodemus.
Thank you, Mr. Farnsworth.
Yeah, I don't know what we'd do around here without you, son. Now, I kind of hate to spring this on you, but, I don't have any choice. See, you're going to have to miss your supper tonight and work all night long. We got some cows coming in from Alkali Flats, and, well, somebody's got to brand them and put them in the south pasture.
Work all night, Mr. Farnsworth.
Oh, not just all night. All day tomorrow, all night tomorrow night, and the next day. It's going to take pretty near 2 days of solid work to get those cows put up.
Mr. Farnsworth, it's not that I mind working, it's just brand the cattle and fix the fence and buck the broncs, and that's all I do around this place.
Nicodemus, in case you hadn't noticed, this is a ranch, and that's the kind of work we do around here.
Well, I just wish I could do something different.
Well, what on earth would you like to do?
I'd like to be a lion tamer.
A lion tamer? Boy, from now on, when you're riding out there in that hot sun, keep this hat on top of your head. I believe the sun's done fried your brain.
Oh, my brain ain't fried. It's just this work is boring. In fact, I quit.
Quit? You can't quit. Well, Nicodemus, what are you going to do?
I'm going to join the circus.
Join the circus? We can't join the circus. Fanny, did you hear that? The boy's going to join the circus. Who's going to help me supervise these clowns around here we call hired hands? Nicodemus, you get back here right now.
All right, come out there with your hands up. This is the sheriff. You better get up, and I mean now.
Okay, don't shoot.
Nicodemus, what are you doing in the livery stable?
Well, how come you're going to shoot me?
Well, I'm not going to shoot you. What are you doing in here in the middle of the night?
Well, I'm doing what most folks do in the middle of the night. I'm trying to get me some sleep.
Nicodemus, you have a nice warm bed and a nice warm bunkhouse out the Flying Frog Ranch. What are you doing sleeping here?
Well, I don't have a nice bed out there anymore.
Don't tell me. Let me guess. You quit your job at the Flying Frog Ranch to join the circus.
That's right, Gospel Bill. I told you I'm going to be a star.
Nicodemus, you can't just be a star at the drop of a hat. Those things take time.
Oh, Gospel Bill, why, in no time I'll be a human cannonball or maybe a trapeze artist. Better than that, a lion tamer. Back timber. Ah,
Now look, Nicodemus, it's not that I doubt your abilities, but the circus life, for all of its bright lights and excitement, is work just like anything else. You can't just expect to walk in and be a hero overnight.
Gospel Bill, Gospel Bill. Don't you understand? I've got talent. Why, in no time at all, I'll have some front row seats for you complimentary. Hey, I might even let you cut in line for an autograph.
I guess it's not going to do any good to try to talk you out of this. You're just going to have to learn it the hard way. Well, have a good night's rest.
Yeah. See you, Gospel Bill. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Nicodemus.
Good morning, Lana.
Well, howdy, Sheriff.
Listen, I got up this morning to make myself some coffee, and I found out I didn't have any. You think maybe you could grind up a pound for me?
Well, I sure will.
Oh. You know, I'm real concerned about Nicodemus. I was out making my rounds last night, and I found him asleep out there in the street. You know, he's quit his job without even thinking about where he was going to stay, what he was going to do. He's got some kind of a wild idea. He's going to be a circus star.
Oh, I know. I met him on my way to work this morning. He was on his way to the circus, and he said, I'm through with this boring life in Dry Gulch.
Well, I know we all get tired of what we do from time to time, but that doesn't mean you're supposed to quit it just to take the first thing that comes along.
Well, I told him he ought to be thankful and thank God for the blessings on his life.
Yeah, he's had a lot of good things happen to him here in Dry Gulch. I'll tell you this. If Nicodemus is supposed to join that circus, if it's God's will for him to do it, then I want to help him. I don't want to stand in his way. But if he's joining that circus just to find some excitement, he's going to get a big surprise. And circus life is work, just like anything else.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the man that runs this here circus, Mr.
Black is my name. You got him. What do you want, cowboy?
Well, I was kind of looking for a job.
You want a job, do you?
Yeah.
Well, what did you have in mind?
Well, I'd like to be a lion tamer.
Oh, you want to be a lion tamer, do you?
Yeah.
Got any experience?
Well, yeah, right there in my bunkhouse, you know, I got my chair and my little whip, and I've been, you know, practicing right there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, sounds like you're ready to go in the cage right now there, cowboy.
Yeah, have a lot of fun in the circus.
Constantly, cowboy, constantly.
Yeah.
What's your second choice?
Well, second choice, I guess I'd like to be, you know, shot out of a cannon maybe, or maybe even on the high-flying trapeze.
Whoa, hell, hey, you know, that would make a great act, cowboy. First of all, what we do is we put you in a cannon, shoot you to the trapeze, do a couple flips, land in the cage, and train them lions.
Have a lot of fun in the circus, don't you?
Constantly, cowboy, constantly. Listen, you pinhead cowboy, I've got men like you coming in here all day long bugging me about jobs. Whiskers, get in here. Whiskers, let me introduce you to this nice gentleman. He wants to be a star in the circus.
That's right.
A star!
Yeah, well, Whiskers, why don't you take him outside and teach him some clowning?
Hey, wait a minute. I don't want to be a clown, I want to be a star.
Well, listen, cowboy, you do want to start in the circus. Well, you better take what I give you.
Does it mean I got a job?
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Come on, cowboy.
Have fun, cowboy, constantly.
So you want to be a circus star, huh?
Yep, I do.
Well, I need to teach you a few tricks
Okay.
here. Let's try a little trick with a handkerchief, all right?
Oh, yeah, handkerchief.
Here's what you do. You take the handkerchief, you pull it up tight like this. You got it?
Got it.
You let go, and look.
It's amazing.
Watch this. We'll tie a little thread around it like so.
Yeah.
You pull down on the thread. Take the scissors, cut the thread. You try it.
Okay, I can do this.
Yeah, just pull it up tight.
Pull it and...
Yeah. And now let go.
Let go.
And, yeah.
well...
Do it again.
Yeah, okay.
Just pull it up
Just
tight.
pull it up
yeah.
and then...
And then you let go.
Okay.
And then,
Well, I never was very good with a handkerchief.
Forget the handkerchief trick.
Never could do that.
Oh, let's try the ball trick.
Oh,
You
yeah,
take one,
yeah,
I take one. Okay.
yeah.
What you do, put it on your hand like so. Put your other hand on top.
On top.
Go around, yeah, like that. Yeah. Okay, squeeze it in your hand like so.
Squeeze it.
Yeah. Till it gets real small. You say poof.
Yeah.
Poof.
Poof.
You open it up and it's gone.
Well, it's smaller though, don't you think?
Nah. Forget it. Let's try a little juggling.
Okay. Oh, I'll be good at juggling.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's-
just the stuff that you throw the balls in.
Yeah, you
Oh, I'll be
betcha.
good at that.
Yeah.
Okay. And juggle?
Yeah, here we go.
Okay.
Are you ready? We'll just start off with 2 balls like that, okay?
Here,
You just
here. I think I can do 3.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, just all you got to do is just see through them. I got one left.
So you want to be a circus star, huh? Cowboy, you better go home.
Oh, we got quite a problem here, cowboy. You can't clown, and you can't do any other tricks. And I'm afraid to put you in with the lions. They might eat you and get sick. You know, you come in here with this highfalutin attitude of yours, thinking you're going to be a star overnight. I got some bad news for you, cowboy. The only thing you're good for in this circus is feeding the animals.
Feeding the animals? Well, I wanted some adventure and excitement and thrills.
And a job. Well, if you want a job, cowboy, it's going to be feeding the animals.
Well, I guess I want a job in the circus and all. Okay, I'll do it.
Oh, and remember, have fun. Constantly.
Come on, Maverick. Here's your food. Feeding animals. I don't even have to do this out on the ranch. I'm the foreman there. I don't know if the circus life is for me. I think I need to go have a little talk with Blackie. Blackie, well, things just ain't working out, and I quit.
Well, you can't quit, cowboy. I got 2 hours of good training time invested in you.
No, I gotta quit. Things just ain't like I thought they'd be. I wanted adventure and action and excitement and thrills, and the only thing I'm doing is feeding animals. Well, I got a whole lot better job back at the ranch being the foreman.
Yeah, well, you're just like all those other lame-brained cowboys who come out looking for a job wanting to be a star overnight. I got news for you, cowboys. You know them trapeze artists? They don't get up there and swing around like monkeys without some hard work behind it. They give energy to it. They train. They work hard. Tell you what, go on over to the paymaster and draw yourself a day's wage. Then go back to your ranch and put yourself into your job.
Yeah, well, thanks, Blackie.
Oh, and cowboy, word of advice. If you want to be a success in life, you gotta work at it. Constantly.
Yeah, thanks, Blackie. Well, GB, I should have listened to you. I learned a mighty hard lesson.
Well, what happened, Nicodemus?
I quit the circus.
Well, what happened at the circus?
Well, it just wasn't what it's cranked up to be. Trapeze artist, flying human cannonball, lion tamer. All I was doing was feeding animals and cleaning up after them. I didn't even have to do that out at the ranch.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Nicodemus. But in one way, I'm kind of glad. Maybe this means you're going to stay here in Dry Gulch?
Yeah, I want to stay in Dry Gulch if I can get my job back.
Well, if you go out to the ranch and explain things to Mr. Farnsworth, he's a reasonable man. I'm sure he'll probably listen.
I sure hope so.
Well, now look, Nicodemus, we've all made mistakes. I mean, you know what? Every one of us, even me, I get bored with my job from time to time. So I think about doing other things, and, well, I picture myself doing this or that, and then I begin to realize that doing what I'm doing isn't so bad after all. You'll just have to explain that to Mr. Farnsworth, and now that you've learned your lesson, I'll bet he'll understand and take you right back on.
Well, I'll tell you this, from now on, I'm gonna be thankful. And if I ever feel like I need to move on, I'm going to pray about it and make sure I hear from God before I do anything stupid.
Well, if you'll follow that practice, you won't make mistakes. Now listen, I know it's not the most exciting thing in all the world, but why don't you go over to Miss Lana's general store with me and we'll have a big old glass of old-fashioned lemonade.
Oh, yeah, well, not exciting, Gospel Bill. Miss Lana's lemonade is pretty exciting if you ask me. You know, I just thought of something. I wonder if I could use them lion taming skills I acquired on coyotes.
You come with me, Nicodemus. I don't think you're ever going to get a chance to use that. Hey, you know what? A lot of my friends are just like old Nicodemus. They think that their lives are boring and dull, and they look at something that seems to be exciting, and they get the idea that if they could only quit their old job and move to something new, that everything would be different. You know what? There are lots of things in this life that never ever change. Problems, temptations, things you have to make decisions about. You have to do those no matter where you go, what you do, where you live. So I want to tell you something. Don't run off and change everything about your life unless you know that that's what God wants you to do. Because I tell you, you're not going to change the way things are just by moving to a different place or getting a different job. True happiness comes not from where you are or what you're doing, but from what you have on the inside.
Constantly. Yeah, thanks, Blackie.